morning, everybody. You guys like that intro? What's happening? YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Instagram Live. So glad to have you guys joining us on the Ralph Graves Jr. show this morning. It's the Valentine's Day program. I just dawned on me, not that I have a show designed around Valentine's Day. Hey, thank you for saying that, Jacqueline. Not that I have a show designed around Valentine's Day. It's just that Valentine's Day is what's Valentine's Day?
Sunday.
Sunday. Good morning, Kair. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Janae, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm sleepy.
Good. Instagram Live, thanks for joining. Good morning. Good to see you guys. Facebook Live, thanks for jumping on. YouTube Live, thanks for being a part of it. Today's topic, guys, we're talking about simple self-care. Now, hey, Richard, how you doing? We're talking about self-care, simple self-care, and what that means and why it's important. You know, why we need to take advantage of it when we can. Sister Joyce Smith said she saw it. All right. Yeah, good. I'm glad you saw it. Hey, Net, how are you? Good to see you this morning. So, hey, Miss Agent Lady on Instagram Live. That's our friend Amy, and Sean is on there. So we're talking about simple self-care today, guys. Simple self-care. What does that mean? What is that? I say all the time, listen, you are your biggest support system. I mean, you are. You're your biggest support system. Before you can ask for anybody else's support, I hope that you're learning how to support yourself. So we're going to be talking about simple self-care today. But before, and we have a segment today. We have a segment today called your Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense. And what that is, if you're new to the program, is that Kair reads a question that we received, and we put our 2 cents in, and hopefully you can put your 2 cents into it. We like it. Janae, how was your weekend? I know it's Wednesday. It's hard to talk about what happened on the weekend. How was your week so far? How did you make out in the snow and all that here in the Northeast?
Well, I actually do have things going on, so I can answer all those questions.
Please do.
I'm looking for a house. So last week I was just, house touring. But the snow was a lot to drive in. It was annoying. I didn't drive over 20 miles an hour for 35 minutes, and I was really just wanting to get off the road.
And as fast as it showed up, it left instantly the same day.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Kair, how was your week or weekend leading up to today?
It was good. The snow definitely was in the way, but it was fine. I mean, it didn't stop anything.
Yeah. Very good. Hey guys, if you haven't yet, register to get my Truth Boost. I think one went out. Well, yes, one did go out this morning at 9 a.m. All you have to do to get my Truth Boost is text C3E, Charlie 3 Echo, C3E, to the number 313131. Be registered to get a simple Truth Boost from me. Hopefully something that'll encourage you during the course of the day. Comes across Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. I would love to share that with you. Also, too, my new website is up. Go to ralphgravesjr.com/apply if you're interested, however you want to say it, in being part of the Gulfstream Way leadership program. All right, ralphgravesjr.com/apply. All right, our sales team is waiting to hear from you. There's an application. Someone will contact you, and that's how you get on board. We're launching this. I'm excited about it. The first cohort will only be, it's going to be between 10 and 15 people. It's a 90-day program that will change your life. ralphgravesjr.com. Check out the brand new website. Team did a wonderful job. /apply if you want to find out how to be a part of the Gulfstream Way. Great show today. I think it's a great show. We're talking about simple self-care. Also the question of the day, 5 things that make you happy. If you can't think of 5 things that make you happy, I don't know, tell us 3 things. But we want to kind of steer your thoughts to things that make you happy. So if you care to share, you care to jot down, write down, put in the Facebook Live, say something over at YouTube, say something on IG, just 5 things that you can, that are your go-to place when you need to pick me up. What are some thoughts that you can go to? 5 things that'll make you happy, make you happy. So let's jump into the self-care. First thing, I want you to understand what self-care is. We have to have a proper definition of what self-care is. It's not selfish. It's not just constantly putting yourself first. It's actually looking inward. Self-care is the ability to look inward and really discuss with yourself or find out what is it that you need to operate at your highest potential, at your highest peak. It's just looking inward. When we talk about self-care, it's looking inward to find out what you need. You're not good to anybody else if you're not good to yourself. You sometimes, in order to give, you can't give what you don't have. All right. You cannot give what you do not possess. So there are times where I have to go away and get something. I pastor a church. If it's your first time meeting me, I pastor Cornerstone Community Church in Millville. Sometimes I have to go away to get something before I can give it to anybody else. And so what self-care is looking inward, right? It starts with nurturing yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. Sometimes it includes pampering, but we're talking about nurturing. When I say self-care, what do you guys think of? Let me put that out there first. When I say self-care, ladies, what do you guys think of when I say that?
I think of alone time.
Okay.
Just
like just a day in the house, facials, watching movies,
or like
stuff that
like doing stuff that you like to do, that you do for yourself.
Right. And it's okay to do that sometimes. It's an inward focus. All right. Suzette Wiles, PR Panther, says on Instagram Live, a way to recharge. Amen to that. Jasmine Jones pops in on YouTube Live. Thanks for watching over there on YouTube Live, guys, on YouTube. Pampering yourself. So when we think of self-care, we could say the word pampering, recharge. We could say day of relaxation. And we got some tips. We're going to be talking about that. But really, it's looking inward. What is it that you need? And we need different things. All need different things. So one of the first things I want to talk about, we'll jump into it. One thing we'll talk about is, number one, a way of really one of the things that we need to do. And there's plenty of ways. Amy says over at Instagram Live, she said self-care, body, soul, and spirit. Amen to that. Amen to that. I put down what a simple self-care tip is that, first of all, you have to acknowledge yourself. First of all, acknowledge yourself. First step is, remember, it's not selfish to look at yourself. It's not selfish to admit. It's not selfish to say, I'm going to take care of some things I need today. Matter of fact, it's critical. It's critical for our happiness, our well-being. You have limits. You have limits, right? And your limits are crucial for helping you honor your own health. I was on a panel this past week, Monday. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I had an opportunity to shoot a show. I was a guest on the show. We're talking about mental health, mental illness, mental health in our communities. And self-care is so very important. A lot of times when we speak of mental health, we think of something that's really far out and way out, this, that, and the other. No, sometimes I need a mental health day. You can call it a self-care day. I call it a mental health day. Sometimes I need to nurture myself and get behind that, right? You need rest and sustenance and grace like everybody else does. You and I have dreams we're worthy of really looking at, and we're worthy of taking care of ourselves. So I like to put down here, one of the first things we need to acknowledge is yourself. It's okay, guys. It's okay to acknowledge yourself. It's okay to say, I need this. It's okay to say, you know what? Let me back up. Let me take a break. I need this. How do you guys feel about that? Come on, talk to me. Talk to me if you can. Talk to me if you can. We're going to get to the meat of it, but I just wanted to tell you what the first step is in self-care is acknowledging one's self. Acknowledging yourself. Ladies?
Yeah. You do. If you're not in tune with how you're feeling, stuff will just pop up out of seemingly nowhere, and now you're now you're blowing up. Now you're yelling at your kids. Now you're, starting fights with your spouse or
Kicking the dog.
right now, and you're like, oh my gosh, where did that come from? And it's like,
Yeah.
I've been a little stressed.
Yeah. Yeah. So acknowledge it. Acknowledge yourself. It doesn't hurt. It's not selfish to look at yourself. It's not selfish to kind of look at your needs. Kaya, how do you feel about taking a deep look within yourself?
Yeah, I feel like it's important. And then when you said you were talking about the self-care day, you'd rather have a mental health day. I kind of think that they kind of correlate with each other.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're still clearing your mind and, just getting yourself together. Sometimes you just need like a whole day just to do that, like to yourself.
Women are so much, thank you for that, Kaya. You're absolutely right. They do correlate. Women are so much better at this than men, right? I've heard it said before, women are more emotional. Buddy, a guy that we follow in our church, Andy Stanley, he says he believes men are more emotional because we just say, I'm all right.
Self-care is like built into like girls at a young age, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Like we go to get our hair done, we go to get our nails done.
Right.
We'll go get a massage or a facial. Like it's like.
Well, for guys, self-care is, for me, it's the gym. For me, it's, but sometimes I do sit down and play PS4. I do. Amy says on Instagram, she says, as a mother, my time is very limited. So at times I have to excuse myself and just ask them to give me some time, give her some room. No knocking, let her go to her room, no knocking on the door, just a simple walk outside. Now, thank you for that, Amy. Now, Joyce says over on Facebook Live, she says she's not good at self-care at all. She's not good. I wonder why. Why is that? Why is that, Joyce? I like to hear that. Anthony Jones, he says self-care can eliminate a lot of unnecessary stress. Finding the thing to give you that daily boost provides a force field against the nonsense. And I think now, thank you for that. And I think now, like I said, this is so easy for women to do this. And men are just now realizing that we need self-care days, that we need mental health days, we need self-care days. It was taboo, for a guy, you just grind it out. Yeah, but I'm attributing to my stress. I'm attributing to, having heart attacks at 48 years old and things like that. So it's something else. Joyce, why I'm interested to hear that. Sister Joyce Smith says she's not good at self-care. She's not good at taking self-care dates. I wonder why that is. Please care to share. All right. Question of the day, too. Question of the day. I have this out here. 5 things that make you happy. I'm going to read Joyce's response. But 5 things that make you happy. I want your mind to go there today. This is a pick-me-up program. 5 things that make you happy. If you care to share. 5 things.
I can think of one thing right now.
I can think of 5 right now, but go ahead.
But we have time, so I can just like 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. What's that?
Like cooking.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Okay. All
cooking
right.
Makes me happy.
What about you, Kaya? What makes you happy?
What makes me happy?
Yeah, just 5 things. Just top of your head. Random.
Money, shopping, getting my hair done, getting my nails done, and spending time.
You have to give us all 5 at one time, but thank you. I'm sure you have more. Sunrises make me happy. Sunsets and puppy dogs and long walks on the beach. Spending time with my family. So I just want your mind to go there. What makes you happy? Because that's something that has a lot to do with your self-care. Because I want you to find those things that make you happy and go enjoy one. Joe Battle says this on Facebook Live. He says exercise is very important for him to stimulate and clear his mind. Self-care. Every morning for me, and I get it, I have to be in the gym at 6 a.m. It's part of self-care. What stimulates your mind, that's part of acknowledging yourself. This is what you need. This is what you need. Joyce, what did you say? She said,
tell me, and my boyfriend text.
All right. I don't know what that was, but I don't know what that was. But anyway, Joyce Smith said, I tend to put everything else in front of me, the needs and or wants of others. Okay. All right. You're a nurturer by nature. I'm working on another program called The Five Voices. And all of us have a voice which is the strongest. And it sounds like Joyce's strongest voice is that of nurturer. Well, a nurturer will run out of gas if a nurturer doesn't take care of themselves. All right. Chantel Sykes says family, baking, working with children, getting nails done, long rides through country roads. These are things that make her happy. We
took a long ride through a country road once.
That was frightful. Weary Your Faith on IG says yoga, morning yoga. All right, morning yoga. That could fall under self-care and making you happy. You know, I do this flexibility routine and really self-care. I found out how immobile I was. Again, the first point of self-care is acknowledging yourself and acknowledging where you need help, acknowledging where you could be better, whatever it might be. I noticed that I my mobility, you lift all these weights, you get all these things going on, you get tight, you get wound up. I noticed that I was losing my mobility, like this wasn't feeling right. Started this flexibility routine, do some yoga there, feel great, but that's part of self-care. It's part of self-care. So it's acknowledging yourself, it's acknowledging what you need, and not feeling guilty about taking care of yourself. Now, what that is going to take, thank you for that. What's it called? WearyOurFaith.me. Okay. Oh, it's probably WhereYourFaith.me. There it is. I got it right. They said that helps them in both areas. Now, what you're going to have to understand. Thanks, Joey, for saying that. Joe Battle, helping others to achieve goals makes me happy. It's awesome. A lot of nurturers on this program, a lot of givers. I like that because I'm a giver. I'm a giver. Now, in self-care, you're going to say no to people. You have to say no to people. You have to like Amy said over on Instagram. She said she asked for the grace of space. Give me some grace right now. Because if you want me to help you, if you want me to be my best in helping you, I got to recover. I need a recovery day. I need a recovery moment. I need some time because I can't even recover well enough to help you where you need me to help you. So acknowledging yourself. 5 things that make you happy. Share with us, won't you? 5 things that make you happy. Share with us. Let's take a break right now because we got a lot to do because I want to get back. I want to get to this letter that came in, which I found was very interesting. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a break on, we're going to run a couple commercials on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook and YouTube. Instagram, you're going to chill with me. We're going to talk about how you can get this mug. All you got to do is email me at ralph@ralphgravesjr.com. And while supplies last, email the address to where you want this mug sent, and we'll send it to you. All right, we'll send it to you. We'll be right back after these messages.
Revive Hydration is a proud sponsor of the Ralph Graves Morning Show. Revive Hydration is the first IV hydration and vitamin infusion service in the South Jersey area. For more details, please visit their website at www.revivehydration.com, or you can give them a call at 856-485-0070. Again, their website, www.revivehydration.com, or give them a call at 856-485-0070.
Hey everybody, my name is Ralph Graves Jr. I am the author of this book called Unstoppable. Now, what Unstoppable is about is it's 7 universal laws that will transform how you pursue and achieve success. Why don't you pick up your copy today? Go to my website, www.ralphgravesjr.com. Go to Amazon. This book is sold wherever fine books are sold, anywhere in the country. My name is Ralph Graves. Let's be unstoppable together. We are back. Thank you for your patience. We are back. Kair, you got to read this letter. Go ahead and get at it. Our 6 cents, y'all. Go ahead.
Okay, let's get to it.
Guys, I love it.
Okay. I'm wondering if my brother Stan has written me off because I wouldn't loan him money. In 2015, both of our parents passed away several months apart. Stan and I each inherited $20,000. I socked my money away in CDs. I don't know what Stan did with his inheritance. He has always had a bad habit of asking female relatives for cash loans and then never paying them back. About a year after my parents passed, Stan phoned me asking if I would loan him $30,000. He never said what he wanted the money for. I told him my money was tied up in certificates of deposit and I'd have to pay a penalty to withdraw the money. I had no intention on sending him the money anyway, as he is such a bad risk. He sounded muffled and ended the phone call. Since then, Stan never phoned me. Before the last call asking for money, he would call me about once a month. Now, if I don't call him, I never hear from him. I make the effort to call once or twice a year, and he seems friendly enough, but it's always me making the effort to stay in touch. Do you think my brother has written me off because I wouldn't lend him money? Sad sister.
There you go. There you go. Oh, you got your mug. I saw that on Instagram Live. I'm glad you got your mug. There you go. What do you guys think? What do you think, Kair? You go first. You ready?
I think he's definitely feeling some type of way because she did not lend him the money. I don't think that she should worry about it though, because he should have been smarter with his money.
Yeah. Okay. Janae, what's your 2 cents?
Well, it sounds like she hasn't asked him straight up if that's the reason they don't talk anymore. So
yeah,
I would be like, are you not talking to me anymore because I didn't give you money? And then let him actually answer and then, act accordingly, I guess. But I guess there's no more siblings. Like, I guess it was just them two. So he's decided, just not talk to his sibling anymore over money. But my 2 cents is would be for her to figure out, like, since you do the calling, call him up and ask him, is this the reason? Like, and that's fine, but I need to know that you were this petty.
Yeah. My 2 cents is simple. Stan, get a life. Stop crying. All right. You didn't invest your money wisely. Stop begging your sister. All right. My saying that I have around here and in my life: don't let ego ruin the relationship. Okay, put your ego aside. The relationship is more important than the ego and the money you blew. All right. So stop crying that your sister won't give you the money that you both got out of inheritance and you blew yours. All right. So stop crying about that. That's my 2 cents. Thank you for that. So we're talking about self-care today. I don't know if you guys how you guys feel about that. You guys are welcome to text in, call in, whatever the case may be. I said call in, text in, chime in, and whatever the case may be when it comes to your 2 cents, when it comes to that letter. PR Panther says on Instagram Live, the 5 things that make her happy are my hubby, my family, singing, dancing, and crafting. Listen, when it comes to simple self-care, acknowledge yourself, acknowledge the things that make you happy, and don't be afraid to do them, which leads me to my second little tip when it comes to self-care. Gift yourself. Now, we all like that part, don't we? Gift yourself, whatever it might be. When's the last time you gifted yourself? This writer that I'm looking at, this article suggests to choose something when you're gifting yourself that will add to your life. Something simple as a colorful water bottle to help you with your hydration during the course of the day, right? Gift yourself with something that will help you continue on towards your goal. It might be a journal. I don't know, it might be some new pens. I don't know, but gift yourself. Don't be afraid to gift yourself. I'm not talking about just blow your money on rims. I'm talking to guys now. Don't just blow your money. No, gift yourself with something that aligns with where you want to go. Same thing, ladies. Just don't go buy stuff to buy stuff. And we're talking about gifting yourself when it comes to self-care. We're not talking about blowing money. We're not talking about messing with your budget. We're not talking about messing up your credit. We're talking about little gifts that'll carry you or keep you moving in and make it fun, make it easier for you to obtain your goals and be the people, be the person that you really want to be. So self-care starts with acknowledging yourself, and don't be afraid to gift yourself. Don't be afraid to gift yourself. Could be something small. It could be a vacation. You ain't got to explain to nobody why you're going anywhere and doing anything. You ain't got to explain that to nobody. You have to make no apologies. Watch this, right? Try going somewhere and not putting it on social media. That's self-care. Try going somewhere and if you take pictures, they're for your own memories, but try going somewhere and not worrying about who knows where you are. Just try it. Try just getting away. If you get on a plane, you ain't got to tell nobody you're jumping on the plane. You got to tell nobody where you're going. You tell nobody nothing, because you don't need to hear their opinions anyway about what you're trying to do. So self-care means I'm gifting myself to these moments of peace. I'm gifting myself these moments of peace. What do you guys think about that? I like to gift myself with books now. Very good. Very good. Man, young man after my own heart. I have some books that I'm finished reading. I'll get them to you, Battle, if you're interested in them. Laud World says on IG Live, great show. Got to go. 5 things that would make me happy. Family, working out, making memories. Sometimes remembering God loves me. Self-improvement, being around people like him. Like me. So there you go. There you go. I said him, but I'm not sure. I believe that's it. Yeah. Okay. I can't really see the picture, but there you go. Machiavelli Chalmers says this: eating alone, nice restaurant, opens you up to peace and understanding yourself as well. Basically dating yourself sometimes. Yo, I feel you on that. I will eat alone. I eat with my wife, but when she's working, I will eat at a fine restaurant by myself purposely, just to kind of regather, rethink about where I'm trying to go and what I'm trying to do. That's good. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Don't be afraid. Acknowledge yourself. Don't be afraid to gift yourself. Don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to do that. Let's not forget the question. Let's not forget the question of the day, the 5 things that make you happy. Again, guys, I want to reiterate that if you want one of these mugs, go to RalphGravesJr.com. Email me. Email me at Ralph Graves Jr. What is that? Ralph at RalphGravesJr. Right.com. Right, Kair? Yes. That's my email. Ralph at RalphGravesJr.com. That's my email. Now, if you want to, and I'll send you out a mug free while supplies last. Just tell me where to send it. Tell us where to send it. We'll get it to you. And I want you to take a picture of it and share it around and things like that. Hop on over to our podcast, The Unstoppable Podcast, with Ralph Graves Jr. You hear some amazing stories. You hear some people just like you. You're going to hear from some unstoppable people. All right, jump on over there. We just posted a new one yesterday with Associate Pastor of the Elevation Church, Larry Bry in Charlotte, North Carolina. LB, as I call him. We had a great conversation. You want to check that out. Some of your fellow listeners are on there. Amy Martinez, you'll see her on there. Go check out her story. Phenomenal story. If you want to apply for the Gulfstream Way, go to my website, RalphGravesJr.com/apply. Apply, and we'll teach you how to get involved in that cohort. We can only do 15 people at a time. It's 90 days. It's phenomenal. It will change the trajectory of your life. It really will. Get into that. Find out if that fits your life and your lifestyle and where you want to go. So those are the things that are happening. Okay. Restore yourself. Talking about self-care, acknowledging, need some help. Right, I'm looking within. It's an inward look. What do I need in this season? What do I need in this moment? I'm just feeling off. I'm feeling like I might, there are things you can do daily. There's things you can do quarterly. There's things you can do, once a year. Part of my self-care, is the gym for me. It's been a lifelong passion. I can't sleep on days I don't go. It's just part of my self-care. It's, dieting, eating right, proper vitamins, proper nutrition, all of that is I acknowledged that I needed that in my life. And then we talked about gifting yourself. Now we're talking about restore yourself. Restore yourself. Think back what made you feel happy as a child. What made you feel happy as a child? What was that smell? What was that aroma that made you feel happy? Was it the smell of a library book like it was for me? Was it the countryside? Whatever the case may be, right? Maybe it was strumming the guitar. That's another thing that I do. I play the guitar not because I desire to be a musician, but it just puts me in a different place. Just puts me in a different place. Try to recreate that experience as often as you can. That's why I told you to think about 5 things. Told you to think about five things to make you happy. In order to restore yourself, think back to those things and try to recreate that. Try to recreate that thing that makes you happy. Ladies, what do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Restore yourself. Yeah, I think that it all like that's the point of these little is just to give you like a checklist almost on how to do self-care.
Yeah.
And so like after because you feel like you need self-care and everything because you feel empty, you feel like you're strained and pulled in too many directions, so you have to to restore yourself. Like you can acknowledge yourself without going into self-care. Like you could realize you need it, but you're just like, I can't right now, not now.
Yeah. So
you will have to actually take that time to slow down to build yourself back up again.
Yeah. Now this is where if you're a believer, you're going to come right with me with this, right? If you're a believer, if not, just bear with us and hopefully you will become a believer. I'm a pastor of a church. I love the Lord. Jesus Christ is my personal Savior. And so when I talk about self-care, when I start talking about restoring, there are times in my life I'm not even sure what I need to restore. There are times in this Christian walk, there are times where that my Creator can only tell me exactly what I need. So I go to my favorite Psalm, Psalm 23 tells me right in Psalm 23 that he restores my soul. Yeah, I walk with him. I've given my life to him. I pray, meditate on God's word. I walk with him. I'm obedient to that which I already know. I listen. I really don't. Happy birthday, Maria. I really don't ask God for new revelation until I know that I have really done completely my best in what the old revelation was and what he told me last to do. And so when we talk about restoring for me, it's not just physical, it's mental, it's spiritual, it's all of those things. In order for my mental wellness to be right, this is me. This is Pastor Ralph Graves Jr. My walk with Christ must be right. Now, here's the beautiful thing. He invites everybody at the sound of my voice into a relationship with him. Everybody that's watching. You see how I got that smile when I say that? Everybody's listening. He invites you into a relationship with him. Not a mysterious God. He invites you to walk with him. And if John 3:16 says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. That's the first step. And if you want to nurture that, if you want to grow in your relationship with him, don't be afraid to contact me on that either. Ralph@ralphgravesjr.com. I love to walk with you. I love to minister to you. I love to lead you in a relationship with Jesus Christ. So now let me bring it back to the show here. So that's when I say restore myself. That's what I do. That's what I do. Maria says, I'm going to butcher your last name. I hope I say it right. Schreifels. She says that today is her birthday. So happy birthday to you, Maria. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Thanks for checking out the show. And she said that she will be gifting herself. I get you on that. Hey, do me a favor, Maria. Send me an email at ralph@ralphgravesjr.com. your address and where we can send you a mug. I like to send you a mug for your birthday. Gift yourself and restore. So thanks for watching the program. Make sure I get your address. Miriam will send you a mug straight out. Machiavelli Chalmers says, evaluation of self, understanding your personal accountability in areas of weakness. Prayer definitely begins that process. I tend to read and study podcasts similar to your podcast as well. Well, thank you. Thank you, Machiavelli, for saying that. I really appreciate you, and thank you for supporting the program on that. So that's what we're talking about, guys. So we're talking about self-care. We're talking about restore. Janae, we've been going kind of fast. Let's pause and get the verse of the day. What's the verse of the day? Here's the verse of the day, everybody, with Janae Graves.
Okay. While you're taking care of yourself and extending grace for yourself, do not forget the people around you need that same grace. Romans 12:10 is a reminder that says, be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another. So be kind to yourself and be kind to others too.
Very good. Be kind to yourself, and please do not forget to be kind to other people. Joe Battle says, good quality sleep and a good word from my pastor. Man, thank you for saying that, brother. Thank you for allowing me to be your pastor, man. Thank you for that. Gregory Caven says, restore yourself with a Revitavive hydration. That's one way I restore myself, without a doubt. You guys have seen the ad. That's where I go. I want to tell you guys, again, Ralph and Ralph Grace Jr., ralphgracejr.com/apply. If you're interested in the Gulfstream Way, I'm telling you, it's 90 days that will change the trajectory of your life. You apply right there. You apply there. The team will get back to you, tell you how to get involved. We're only taking 15 people, no more than 15 people. I want you guys to get involved with that. Good morning, Deshauna Clark. Thanks for checking in. Restore. We're talking about restore. Now, next is this. As far as self-care, a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people are passive. A lot of pacifists. Don't get it. Next point is, in self-care, speak up for yourself. Speak up for yourself. Okay? If you need help, choose a trusted friend. Say, listen, I need some help. All right. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I need some help. I'm afraid. I haven't felt like myself in a while. We weren't designed to travel this alone. That's why you got to have some trusted friends. You got to have some people that you can trust, and you can say, listen, I just need some help. I just need you. Can we have a cup of coffee, glass of wine, whatever it is you guys do? I just need some help. All right. Speak up for yourself. Recognize, give the people close to you a chance to support you. I often talked about, and I should have that number at the ready all the time. If you don't have someone close to you and you're getting dangerously close to harming yourself, there is the suicide hotline. And I used to have that number right up front. I find the suicide hotline number and call it, but speak up for yourself. Today, let's make sure we have that at the ready all the time. Next week, the weeks to come. But speak up for yourself. That's part of self-care. That's part. If trusted friends say, hey, listen, what's wrong? Nothing. That's what guys do. I often wonder if my closest buddies, my brothers, are really being transparent with me. Or we just maintain this friendship on the surface level that we're all tough guys. Guys, we struggle. Guys, we go through it. Guys, we get afraid sometimes. Don't you sit there and say you don't. I'll be honest with you. I'm afraid sometimes. I'm afraid that I'm one bad decision away from ruining all of this. Okay? I hurt sometimes. And sometimes we as guys, I think women might be better at this. And I know women are better than this. Okay? Women can sit on the couch and eat ice cream together and watch movies and that kind of stuff. Now, I will never do that with one of my friends. Matter of fact, I will never sit down and eat ice cream with one of y'all jokers. But if we are hurting, we do need spaces where we can get together and speak up for ourselves and say, bro, I'm hurting in this area. I'm hurting. I'm hurting. Thank you, Deshauna Clark, for getting that up for me. Here it is. The suicide hotline is 800-273-8255. All right. So if you haven't know anybody to talk to and you're getting dangerously close to hurting yourself, it's 800-273-8255. Deshauna Clark, thank you for that. Member of Cornerstone Community Church, supporter of the Ralph Graves Jr. Unstoppable program. Thank you, Deshauna, for stepping right in and getting that. But speak up for yourself. Ladies, how do you guys do that? What happens when you ladies get together? Guys don't do it. We might do it at a game at Buffalo Wild Wings or something, and that's still surface talk. Man, I'm just making it, man, blah, blah, blah. How does that, it's so much easier for you guys. So how does that start, ladies? Does that start with calling one of your besties?
Yes, or texting.
What's that, Kaya?
I said yes, or texting, like putting it in a group chat.
Yeah.
And then that's how it forms.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I just blurt it out, but same like text or a phone call or whatever, but it doesn't like start as anything like, so how's it go? Like that's how I start the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Help. Now, I think, and man, I'm tearing down some walls here. I got 20 minutes. I can do that. I think with guys, right, especially with the group of men that I roll with, we are a certain personality, and you probably know what that personality is. We are a certain, and the first thing we say to one another is what? Watch Greg Caven type it in. Stop being a punk. That's the first thing we say, and it's really he's part of my inner circle. It's really not. We have to get past saying, "Yo, man, stop being a punk." We got to get past thinking what our closest buddies will think about us, and really deal with, "Hey, man, there's some self that I need some care right now. I need some care right now." Amy Martinez says on YouTube Live, she says, "I call or text my bestie. I'll put 911 in so she knows it's urgent. She knows it's urgent." Greg said I was writing that. That's the first, and he and I are very close, and there's a group of guys that I'm very close with. And sometimes our egos, we'll say, "Suck it up. Thank you. Thank you." If I text Greg and I'll say, I've never said this to him, but I know his response would be, "Suck it up, Buttercup." If I would say, "Hey, man, I'm having a bad day today, blah, blah, blah," the first thing he would say is, "Suck it up, Buttercup." And we will both laugh, and we may dive into what my issue is, or we may not, or we may not. Smooth Barber, Mike says, me and my boy say to each other what you always say: stay focused and keep doing what you have to do. Yeah, we must stay focused and do what we have to do. At the same time, sometimes we need to go a little deeper. I need to let my closest know if I'm hurting. My brothers need to tell me if they're hurting. It doesn't make you less manly to speak up for yourself. And we do encourage one another. Don't think it's all just name calling. We really do encourage one another. But I think that women have a better system than what we guys have. Maria says, I have a once a month get together. I do a theme night each time. Wine night, taco night. Thank you, Janae, for putting it up. Night, a movie night, bingo, cards, etc. We would say no excuses. Come out, make it happen. We need this. This is therapy. Are you guys paying attention? These are the things that must be done. I have brilliant people watching this program, brilliant people being a part of it, talking about self-care. She organizes a night like that with her besties, and you guys might need to have a night like that. She said that no excuses. There are no excuses because it's therapy. It's self-care. It's self-care. Okay? Speak up for yourself, everybody. Speak up for yourself. Hey, guys, 5 things that make you happy. We got 15 minutes left of the program, so I want to make sure I get everybody's stuff in. 5 things that make you happy. If you guys got a mug, right? Or if you want a mug, you know what to do. If you don't know what to do, email me, Ralph@RalphGravesJr.com. While supplies last, we'll get a mug out to you. Tell me where you want it sent. If you have not applied for the Gulfstream Way program, I'm telling you, it's 90 days that will change the trajectory of your life. RalphGravesJr.com/apply. Brand new website, really funky. I'm going to stick some new things up each and every week, and probably even later today, but be a part of that. 5 things that make you happy. 5 things that make you happy. Anybody? Anybody want to put it up? I said sunsets. I said puppy dogs. I said long walks on the beach. But really, 5 things make me happy. Reading. I'm a reader, and I like it, and I love it, and I'm not ashamed of it. Working out, of course, preaching the gospel. I mean, my favorite thing, and for some of you, oh, you're so spiritual. No, it's like preaching for me and being a pastor and preaching and spreading. That's like what I was born to do. Like a bird was born to fly. It's one of my favorite. I love writing sermons. I love putting them together. I love getting new insights. I love God's word. I love sharing it with people. So this is some of my favorite things. I mean, of course, my number one favorite thing is spending time with my wife. 30 years in March, y'all. Hey, guys, check this out. Ain't this weekend Valentine's Day? This week Valentine's Day? What are you guys doing? Valentine's Day. Any gift ideas?
Wedding bands.
Okay. But any gift ideas? Right, okay, wedding bands. But let me talk to those who've been married a little while. Guys, after 10, 12, 15, 25 years, 30 years, you have given everything. Is there anything new that we can do this year? What can we do?
Experiences are the new.
Yeah, but again, when you've been married a long time, you've experienced a whole lot of stuff. But okay, but that's
I don't know. Then nothing I say is good.
What you say, Kaya?
You got to think of something meaningful.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So
now I know she'd be satisfied. I know she'd be satisfied with just a ribbon around my neck and saying Happy Valentine's. I know that, but I want to give her more than that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Greg says 5 things that make him happy: Oreos, Doritos, pepperoni pizza, cheesesteak, stromboli, and dark chocolate. Brother, PR Panther said on Instagram Live, hey, during COVID, a romantic dinner, candlelight, very good. Maria says on Facebook Live, put that up for me. Speak up for yourself. This is amazing, but please, sometimes for those that are quiet while someone is treating them bad, we must also speak out for others. They might be too humble of a person or just overall not someone to speak out. So sometimes we have to be someone else's voices too. Love this. I'm looking to draw closer to Jesus in 2021. I would love to be one of your 15 peeps. Well, very good. You go ahead and email me, and I'll walk you through all of those areas, and that's exciting to hear. Thank you for being a part of it. Smooth the Barber, people are telling me try to cook a new meal with candlelight. Very good. All right, listen. Next one. We're talking about, what are we talking about? Self-care. We had 6 self-care tips. Here's number 5. Take pressure off yourself. Take pressure off yourself. What are you telling yourself about your different skills? What do you tell yourself about your parenting skills? What do you tell yourself about skills that you have? What are you telling yourself about your appearance? What are you telling yourself about your long to-do list? Try setting some more realistic expectations. Lower the bar. Let something go. You know what I'm saying? Take the pressure off. Say no to some things. I told you the self-care thing. Sometimes you got to say no to stuff. Sometimes you just got to say, you know what? No. I know you want me to please you by saying yes, but right now, at this season, in this moment, I need to say no. In football, we call that punting. Sometimes you got to punt for better field position. In sports, all of that is great, but it seems like in our personal lives, we want to do that. So I'm a football coach, so I do a lot of football analogies. I apologize. In football, we call it punting because we need a better field position. Take the pressure off yourself. Sometimes you have to say no, right? Ban the word should. Somebody said ban the word should from your vocabulary. When you lie down in bed tonight, ask yourself, did I show up? If the answer is yes, that's enough. It's more than enough. Did I show up today? Did I do my best today? All right, I gave it everything I got. Learn to take some pressure off yourself. All right. You don't have to age. Just take the pressure off yourself. All right. Take the pressure off yourself. All right. Lastly, and I'm gonna read these Valentine's Day comments. Hey, good morning, Tahira. Good to see you on Instagram Live. All right, we're talking about 6 self-care tips. 6 self-care tips. Here's number 6. Number 6 is notice the good in yourself. Stop being so critical. Notice some of the good in yourself. Notice some of the good in yourself. Take a moment to recognize any tough obstacles that you have been able to overcome. Recognize some lessons that you've learned. Think about how far you've come. Me being a follower of Christ, I think about how far Christ has brought me. I think about where I first was. Think about where I was 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 15, 20, 30. And I think about where I am today. Some good stuff. It's part of self-care. It's not all bad. It's some good stuff. I think about where I used to be. So think about some of the good that you have in yourself. Then try to see yourself through the eyes of those who love you. There's some people that just worship the ground you walk on. You, for the life of you, don't even understand why. But try to see yourself through their eyes. Try to see yourself through their eyes. Man, we look in the mirror. We wake up every morning. And we dwell on who left us. We dwell on how inadequate we feel. We dwell on failures. I think we put way too much emphasis on those things instead of some of the good things.
I saw this thing once and it was like, be the person your dog thinks you are.
Be the person your dog thinks you are. Very good. I like that. Maria says, in reference to our Valentine's Day thing, I asked you guys what you're doing for Valentine's Day. She says her and her husband go out to a new place. This is their 10th year married. Woohoo, praise God. She says, get a massage. Great way to relax and remove the pressure. Very good. Very good. I mean, take the pressure off yourself, guys. See yourself through the eyes of those who love you. Good morning, Antoinette. This year they're doing a couples virtual cooking class. That is awesome. This stuff is out there. It's out there. Margaret says, Valentine's Day, the gift of self-care. Your spouse may need time for their own self-care. Man, that's great. That's great. Yeah, a lot of this cooking stuff, man. A lot of these cooking shows are very popular. Virtual cooking classes. I don't know if I know back in the day before the pandemic, there were places that were open and the couples would go and they would paint and they would cook, and all these things are great. I mean, create that environment. Create that environment. Greg David, my boy, checks in. Valentine's Day, Hallmark holiday. Man, that sounds good. Yeah, try to pull that off. Let me see if Mrs. Caven feels like that. All right, you'll be calling me up talking about, bro, I need to talk, and I'm gonna tell you to suck it up. All you had to do was go create an atmosphere. So sip and paints. These are some great ideas for Valentine's Day. And if Amy Martinez says this, tip 1, setting boundaries, never victimize yourself. Be patient with your growth with the Lord. She forgives herself when she messes up. And 5, pat yourself on the back daily. Tomorrow is another day to give it a try. You guys got this. You guys understand what it is. Thank you, Amy, for that. You guys understand what it is. I mean, this is a journey we're on. It's a journey we're on. You're brilliant people. You got so much to offer. And so self-care is so very important. Self-care is very important, very important. Take care of yourselves. Don't worry. I put on my Truth Boost the other day. I don't know if you guys get a Truth Boost. It's another thing too. You really, part of my self-care is I've learned not to have an opinion on everything. You don't have to have an opinion on everything. Just let it go. Watch how free it makes you feel. Like I got that from you might remember the movie Forrest Gump, right? Anybody remember Forrest Gump? Forrest Gump says, he would tell a story, and at the end of the story, he would say, that's all I've got to say about that. And so really, it's like, I have no further opinion on that. You don't have to have an opinion on everything. Just let it go. It's part of self-care. Let it go. Let it go. Guys, this has been our program today. Thank you for joining in. I hope that it blessed you. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. I hope you're taking care of other people. Thank you, Deshauna. You're right. Take care of you because you need you. Hope you're loving one another. Hoping you're being kind to one another. If you haven't, I told you earlier in this program, Christ wants to have a relationship with you. He's calling you into a relationship with him. Email me on that. Talk to me about that. Come see us at Cornerstone Community Church. Show up on Sunday mornings. I'm there 8:30. I'm there 10:30 online. C3ecornerstone.net. Would love to have you see what's going on at Cornerstone. Go to our website, check it out. If you want to be part of the Gulfstream Way, if you want to jump into the 90-day coaching program, it's ralphgracejr.com/apply. All right. The teams are waiting for you guys to make the call and apply. They'll tell you how to become part of that as we launch that. This will be the first class. We're not taking more than 15 people. It's 90 days that will change the trajectory of your life. We hope you guys become a part of that. Now, I want to leave you with this. Stop making excuses, because every time you make an excuse, that's someone else's opportunity. There you go. Stop making excuses. Every time you make an excuse, that's someone else's opportunity. So God bless you, everybody. Any final thoughts, ladies?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Same.
Yes.
And have a great day.
Yeah. And if you don't have a Valentine, hang in there. They're coming. All right. They're coming. Just be who you want to attract. I don't know. That's a whole nother show for another day. My name is Ralph Grace Jr. I love y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Remember John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. My name is Ralph Grace Jr. I'll see you next time. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.